Thus spake the Paramacharya. Who is this Paramacharya? Pujya Shri Chandrasekharendra Saraswati Swamiji of the Kanchi Kamakoti Pita is one of the most attractive and inspiring figures of our time. Millions of people regard him as a divine presence and look to him for grace. He is the authentic voice of Hinduism, the authentic voice of India, and yet he is a universal guru. In the midst of all our conflicts, all our differences, and all our petty rivalries, he stands as a Gopuram, a reminder of all those ideals and values that are eternal. In his frail person, this great Acharya encompasses an ocean of knowledge, an ocean of compassion. He was installed the Shankaracharya of the Kamakoti Pita in 1907 when he was not even yet 13 years old. It was the moment when the playful child was transformed into a young master. Thereafter, for 8 decades, his has been a long yatra to awaken the people of India to bring about a regeneration in this land. The Swamiji is a master of the philosophical systems of India with a profound understanding of the cultural streams that constitute the Indian heritage. There is no aspect of Indian life or thought on which he has not shed light. So let's indulge ourselves into this great Paramacharya's teachings. Lord Vigneshwara, Ganapati Tattvam. Let us meditate upon Lord Vigneshwara and his Tattva. Why have our ancients worshipped a god like Lord Ganesha? Consider, every small aspect of the Rupa of Lord Ganapati has a lot of truths and Tattvas. We cannot say a final word in the search for the Tattvas enshrined in the form of Vinayaka. The more we think about the form, the more we come to know of newer and newer tattvas. We have known only so much. Is it right or wrong? We do not know. How many more are there in this? We can't say the last word in this matter. There are many more which we have not known or understood. Why do we break coconuts to Vinayaka? Lord Vinayaka is the son of Lord Shiva. He demanded his father's head as an oblation, a sacred offering for him. All things can be accomplished only by the offer of the Lord's head. Lord Shiva has 3 eyes, so we break the coconut which has 3 eyes like Lord Shiva as an offering to Lord Vigneshwara. Breaking the coconut with 3 eyes is also symbolic of a high tattva. Lord Vigneshwara has the power to take off the head. Of all the parts in a body, the head or shiras is the highest and the most important. This breaking of the coconut tells us the tattva that we can propitiate Lord Vigneshwara only if we sacrifice, that is, renounce the best and highest in us. To show the preparedness to sacrifice the best, we have the coconut with 3 eyes in God's creation. He has given us this favor so that we can propitiate Lord Vigneshwara at the beginning of any venture as desired by him. Instead of breaking at least into the coconut should be struck to break into 3 or 4 bits. This practice of offering of scattered coconuts prevails only in the Tamil region. No other region of our country has such a practice. Consider the whole image of Lord Vigneshwara. He has a big and stula, that is stout body. There is no god stouter than Lord Vigneshwara. His head is that of an elephant. He has a pot belly, big body. He is like a mountain. He has a name, Stula Kaya, the god with a stout and big body. Kaya means body. Stula means big or stout. Yet he is a child. We wish that our children and babies should be stout. Stoutness is a symbol of beauty and charm for the babies and young children. This god Ganesha, who is a stout child, also signifies that children should be stout and beautiful. This stout-bodied god, Stulakaya, is also explaining a great truth. Lord Vinayaka has the Munjuru as his divine vehicle or Vahana. What does it indicate? We may wonder how a god with such a big body can have the smallest of creatures, the Munjur, as his vehicle. Will it be able to bear up the burden or weight of the god? God does not gain greatness by his Vahana. It is the Vahana that attains importance by the god who has it. To honor the Vahana of Munjur, Lord Vigneshwara is very light as the Netti, which is very soft and feather-like. He keeps his body so weightless as to bestow honor, respect, and all greatness to his vehicle, Vahana. This explains the great truth that is Tattva that Lord Vigneshwara, while making a thing, his tool or sadhana keeps himself so light and weightless, so that the person or thing does not feel a burden of him. From this, we can understand that Lord Ganesha blesses his devotees according to their strength and merit and keeps himself easy and accessible. Lord Ganesha has a single tusk. We worship him by the words Ekadantam Upasmahe. Only in this country we can worship Lord Ganesha at all places and at all times. It is because we have temples for Lord Vinayaka in every street corner and also along the road. Every passerby observes and prays to the Lord quite unwittingly even as he passes the streets. He is the one God who gives many things to his devotees. Bhaktanam anekadam tam, a giver of many things to the devotees. The Lord has only one tusk for himself, but he gives a lot, that is many things, to his devotees. He broke a tusk of his to write the Mahabharata as Veda Vyasa composed the same and dictated non-stop to Lord Ganesha to write. The tusk is very dear to the elephant, but the elephant god Lord Ganesha broke his tusk to write the Mahabharata, which contains all good and truth and wisdom. What is the significance? The elephant renounced a thing which added beauty, grace, and majesty to it, namely the danta or tusk. He did this to show to the world that the thing which tells dharma and satya is greater and more important than a thing that adds beauty or majesty to his figure. This also signifies to us that Lord Vigneshwara took the best of his limbs to spread learning, Satya and Dharma in the world through the Mahabharata. It also tells that God can use anything as his tool because he is mighty and powerful. Lord Vinayaka is in the formation of the Pranava. If we look at Lord Vinayaka's Rupam from his head to foot with the Modaka in hand, we will see the shape of the Pranava, that is Om. Lord Vinayaka, being a godly child, is fond of sweets and modakas. We must offer him a lot of sweets and modakas. Another thing of striking significance with Lord Ganesha is his elephant-like image. Certain things in nature do not make us tired how long or how much we look at. Such things are the full moon, the stars, the waves of the sea, and so on. These things we would like to see more and more and for longer and longer. These things do not tire us or make us have satisfaction. The longer we look at them, the more we like to be looking at them. Lord Ganesha has the elephant form to make his devotees all the more happy and joyful as they look at him at all times. Vinayaka is the divine child of Goddess Parvati and Lord Parameshwara. He has taken avatar as a child of this world as a whole, and hence we call him and adore him as Pillayar. The tattva of Lord Vinayaka is one of eternal bliss and endless joy. It is a tattva of bliss, a tattva of joy and happiness. The truths enshrined in Vinayaka are endless and many. The more we delve into it, the more will it increase in number and magnitude. It will have no end. One cannot say that only this much is the tattva and this is Lord Ganesha. It will be like equating a spoonful of the sea water to the whole of the ocean. What we have seen is only a small drop in the vast ocean. There is the worship of Lord Vigneshwara in our country from time immemorial. People have been worshipping and offering prayer to Lord Ganesha at the commencement of every event in the house and elsewhere. It is the staunch faith of the people that worship of Lord Vigneshwara will ward off all impediments, that is, vignas, in our works and doings. All things are started only after praying for and getting the blessings of Lord Ganesha. Even if one goes to the Vishnu temples, we have the deity called Vishwaksenar or Tumbikkai Arvar. Lord Vinayaka is there in every temple, whether it be dedicated to Lord Shiva or Goddess Ishwari. Lord Vinayaka is worshipped in separate temples at every junction of roads and street corners. If we worship him with devotion and bhakti, we will get all we need, and we need not go to another god for fulfilling our prayers. There is a sect which worship Lord Ganapati, that is Vigneshwara, as a chief deity. That is known as Ganapatyam. There is a story that Lord Vishnu showed us the practice of making Thoppukarnams before Lord Vinayaka. There is a story for this. Once Lord Vigneshwara took the chakra of Mahavishnu and put it into his mouth. Mahavishnu could not taunt Vinayaka because he was his nephew, that is, sister's son. He could not wrest it from Lord Ganesha because he was very strong. So, in order to get it from Lord Ganesha by making him laugh in joy, Lord Vishnu planned to run away with this Chakrayuda the moment it falls from Vinayaka's mouth as he laughs. Therefore, Lord Vishnu held his 2 ears with his 4 hands and danced. Lord Vinayaka laughed heartily with wide open mouth. The Chakrayuda fell down. Mahavishnu took it and made for his Vaikuntha Loka. Thus goes the story. It is from that day people began this custom of making Thoppukarnam, catching the 2 ears with 2 hands in front of Lord Vigneshwara, simply to make him happy and grant us our wishes. By the grace of Lord Vigneshwara, all things are happening in the world without any impediments. He is the chief God and does all good to us if we propitiate him properly. Let us therefore worship Lord Vigneshwara and become deserving of his unfailing blessings and grace.